Are you taking Metoprolol? If so, let's talk about this common medication and some crucial things you should know about Metoprolol. Now, Metoprolol is a widely used beta blocker for managing high blood pressure and other heart conditions. But here's the thing, like any medication, it has its weaknesses or things you should avoid to ensure it's safe and works best for you. So in this video, I will share with you what to avoid while taking Metoprolol. In fact, this is a very common question for many individuals taking Metoprolol. So why is this so important? Well, it's simple. Knowing this can significantly improve Metoprolol's effectiveness and reduce potential side effects. You see, as you may already know, Metoprolol can cause many side effects such as a slow heart rate, fatigue, or dizziness, just to name a few. This is precisely why it is really important to be mindful of the things we are about to discuss, as they can potentially worsen these side effects. DrJedosaThePharmD here. Welcome and please like and subscribe to the channel. Number 1. Diltiazem and Verapamil. These are calcium channel blocker medications that are often prescribed for high blood pressure and other heart conditions like angina or chest pain, similar to Metoprolol. But here's the problem. When combined with Metoprolol, they can lead to an excessive slowdown of your heart rate. Think of it as having two chefs in one kitchen. Both are great, but together they may get in each other's way. The same happens in your body. This combination can lead to complications like a low blood pressure or a slow heart rate, a condition known as bradycardia. Now, let's take a real-world example. Meet John, a 60-year-old male with hypertension. He started taking Diltiazem alongside Metoprolol. At first, all seemed well, but before long, he started experiencing dizziness and extreme tiredness. It turns out his heart rate had slowed down more than expected. And let's face it, none of us wants to feel dizzy or even pass out in the middle of our daily activities. So it's important to communicate with your healthcare team about all the medications you are taking. Number 2. Alcohol. When taking Metoprolol, it's important to stay away from drinking alcohol. And here's why. Both Metoprolol and alcohol have a similar effect on your body. They can lower your blood pressure and affect your heart rate. So when you mix them, these effects can become much more pronounced. You see, combining Metoprolol with alcohol can lead to excessively low blood pressure and cause side effects like dizziness, drowsiness, or in some cases even fainting. Clearly, these are not pleasant experiences. So I encourage you to be mindful and informed about the interactions between Metoprolol and alcohol for your health. And there is more. Alcohol can actually interfere with how your body processes Metoprolol. This interference can reduce the effectiveness of Metoprolol, making it less effective in doing its job of controlling your blood pressure or heart rate. Simply speaking, while taking Metoprolol, it's a smart idea to avoid alcohol. This small step can make a big difference in managing your health effectively. As they always say, your health is your wealth, and to take charge of it is empowering. Number 3. Certain antidepressants. As the name implies, antidepressants are key players in managing depression and anxiety. But here is an interesting thing to consider. When you are taking Metoprolol, introducing antidepressants like fluoxetine or paroxetine into your regimen can be like adding extra weight to one side of the seesaw. So why is that? Well, because these antidepressants can increase the levels of Metoprolol in your body. You see, this may sound technical, but it simply means you increase the risk of experiencing slow heartbeats or your blood pressure drops lower than intended. That being said, it's important to emphasize that this requires careful monitoring to ensure it's safe for you. Number 4. Benadryl or Diphenhydramine. You may know it as the active ingredient in many over-the-counter allergy medications or sleep aids. Now, before we go any further, I know what many of you may be thinking. It's just Benadryl, so what's the big deal? Well, let me explain. When you take Metoprolol, your body has a unique way of breaking it down by using a special enzyme. Think of this enzyme as a cleaner in your bloodstream that ensures Metoprolol does not overstay in your body. However, taking Benadryl can block this process. And by doing that, it can cause Metoprolol to stay longer in your body than it should. And why should we care about this? Well, having too much Metoprolol in your body can lead to not so great side effects such as dizziness. In addition, Benadryl can be especially dangerous for older adults because on its own it can cause dizziness, confusion, and a loss of balance. Number 5. Highly processed foods. Now, we need to understand that most foods do not interfere with Metoprolol. But most of us can agree, highly processed foods are not good for us. And yes, I'm talking about our usual suspects like fast foods, pizza, and those too good to be true, breakfast cereals. You see, these quick bites are often loaded with added sugars, unhealthy fats, and a bunch of additives without any nutritional value. And here's the thing, all these things can raise your blood pressure, making Metoprolol not work as well. It's like trying to swim upstream. Not only is it hard, but it also defeats the purpose of why we are taking Metoprolol in the first place. Plus, let's not forget, highly processed foods are a leading cause of weight gain, which is another factor that can affect your blood pressure control. So, if you are taking Metoprolol for high blood pressure or any heart condition, it's important to navigate your food choices wisely, and highly processed foods should be avoided. You see, choosing fresh, whole food is not just a trendy choice. It's a heart-smart decision that helps your blood pressure and lets Metoprolol work effectively. And there you have it. Remember, knowledge is the key that unlocks the doors to a healthier and happier you. Thanks for watching.